Hey. So today, y'all, we on a schedule, just not a regular schedule.
We on an Theiwishtwins schedule.
Basically. So tonight we talking about, we doing a mukbang.
We are doing a mukbang. This is be our first mukbang, y'all. Get with it, yeah.
We doing a mukbang, and while we eat, we want to talk about why men don't need to tell women ish. Don't tell us nothing.
Tell us how to get a man, how to keep a man, what to do with a man. We don't need to hear none of that.
We don't need to hear none of you.
None of that.
So, I mean, I was watching Kev on Stage. I was watching The Bald and the Beautiful, and that's Kev on Stage, and Miss Kev on Stage, his wife, and also that chick Angel and her husband, Marcus Ann on the ground. That's how you say it?
I don't know him.
Marcus Ann on the ground.
And, sorry, boo, I don't know you.
But y'all, she said something because I watched them because I watched the show.
Because our food gonna get cold.
I mean, yeah, I'm just, I watched them because they have a show called Married at First Sight, and I've been watching it since the first season, and so they talk about it. But she said they talked about, I'm gonna say his name. This will be the last time I say his name, really. And we might say it a couple more times, no lie. But Derek Jackson.
They were talking about
Derek Jackson. Let me tell you, I'm gonna preface this by saying, y'all, I stopped talking about him and just started praying for him and his wife, because that's what they need. They need prayer. They don't need us to talk about them. But Miss Kev on Stage, Melissa, said it's predatory. I gotta read it, y'all, because I couldn't remember this by heart. It's predatory to capitalize on the feelings of single women who were brought up to believe in marriage, and then to exploit our feelings for profit. So that's basically what we want to talk about tonight. Why men don't need to tell us ish. Why do they feel this way? So there are many, and this we're going to say, there are many men out there who have relationship channels, be it on any social media, be it on TV, be it Steve Harvey. There are many men out there who are capitalizing off of us.
I wrote some names down.
We actually had a friend who listened to Derek Jackson. Huh?
I'm sorry.
What?
I said I wasn't gonna cut you off
because you be doing it. We actually had a friend who said that she bought his book and left her side piece. I said, "Girl, you left the side piece." He ain't leave none of his. Shoot. So anyway, I said I wasn't gonna talk about the situation because I'm not gonna get into the situation. They have a lot of other channels out there talking about the situation.
Y'all know what happened.
And I'm gonna tell you something. It's not for us to say what she did, nothing. That's all on them. I don't have to be in that situation. But we have Derek Jackson because we've been talking about him so far. We have Stefan Laboursier. Who else we have?
Steve Harvey.
We have Act Like a Woman, Think Like a Man.
MJ Harris. We have Matthew Boggs.
I
don't know these people.
Paul Carrick Brunson.
We have Daquan Wilshire. Jay Shetty. A lot of men who are out there.
We have preachers.
A lot of preachers.
We have preachers like
writing books.
And I like this guy. What was
Michael
his name?
Michael Todd.
I love Michael Todd, y'all. I love Michael Todd. But
we have a lot of preachers out there that are selling books to people, claiming that it's relationship advice, telling women what they need to do to keep a man, what they need to do, how to be women.
Why don't tell the men?
And that's what we need. That's the problem with society. We're living in a patriarchal society who feel like they need to go around telling women how to be women, how to do to keep. How about y'all tell yourselves how to be men? How about y'all tell each other how to be men, how to treat your woman right, how to not stray, how to not curse your woman out, how to speak life into your woman, how to not rape women, how to police yourself. Mm-hmm. To not downgrade, rape women, catcall, all of this stuff that men do that is untoward and that women can't stand. That's what y'all need to be writing books about and teaching men how to be men. Because you don't have no books of women out here trying to teach men to be men. Women teaching men to be men.
But why you?
So we don't need men teaching women to be women.
Why you think they're not doing it? I know why. I'm just waiting to see if you gonna answer the question.
Because men don't read books.
They ain't gonna purchase it. They won't even come to a doggone show about it. They're not gonna. So they sell to the people who's gonna buy, and that's us. Why? Because we want them.
Because they know that it's been inbred in us since we were little tiny babies.
Predatory, like I said.
They call us mama when we're little. They tell us that we this is what you need to do to be a man. This is what you need to do to get a husband. This is what you need to do to be a good wife. This is what from little they've been teaching us. They buy us little kitchenettes, vacuums. Men get trucks. G.I. Joes. G.I. Joes.
You know what I'm saying? We don't buy them no checkbooks. You know what I'm saying? When we buy them cars, the doors don't open, so they don't know how to open and shut them. So I'm just saying. But they don't purchase them. They don't do it. They don't do it for them because men don't write the books to other men because men not gonna purchase them.
That is not what's gonna sell money.
Right.
Make money, sell money. That's not what's gonna make money.
So we jumped the gun a little bit, I think. So the second thing was how much
money these people in this industry is making off of women.
Yeah, I can't read it right. I'm sorry. And I'm blind. So what about that? So
I looked up a few. I couldn't find a lot of information, and I remember somebody said that Derek Jackson's net worth is $1 million. When I asked,
Alexa didn't say that.
Alexa said Derek Jackson is worth $3 million. I don't know what's true, but I looked up and I asked about Paul.
Who knows?
Paul Carrick.
Yeah, I love Paul Carrick Brunson also, but don't tell again. I don't need for a man to be telling me, but he makes good money. He makes $3 million. $3 million.
I didn't look up anybody else. Those are the only two that I.
We could have looked up Steve Harvey. Matter of fact, hold on, let's see. Alexa, how much is Steve Harvey's net worth?
Here's something I found on the web. According to Quora.com, Steve Harvey net worth is $100 million.
Now,
I face told it all.
Now, Steve Harvey didn't make all his money from selling them badass books.
He didn't.
Steve Harvey is a entertainer, a comedian. He does do other stuff, but y'all know he got a really large come up selling them books. What was the name of them?
One was Act Like a Woman, Think Like a Man.
Act Like a Woman, Think Like a Man.
And the other one was what? And then he did he did the movies about it.
So he made good money. Now the movies was funny. I probably would have went to the movies anyway.
Yeah, I wasn't gonna read the book. I already know.
But I wasn't gonna buy the book. Somebody sent me the book. I still didn't read it. They sent it to me for free, PDF.
Mm-hmm. You know what I think it was? I think it right in. But
I still didn't read it. I don't want to read that.
So they are capitalizing off of us wanting to be, y'all know what, with them. Derek Jackson is a good looking man. Paul Carrick Brunson is a good looking man. Stefan LeBoss is a good looking man. These are good looking men. Y'all, it's a lot of men on here telling women why we can't get or keep a man, what we need to do. And there was a preacher here in Atlanta who said that fat women was the reason why
the men in Atlanta were gay.
Yeah.
Fat women.
Fat women are turning men gay. We listen to that crap. He wouldn't feel justified. Because let me say, the most people inside his church are women. He wouldn't feel justified in saying that if women wasn't listening.
I know I couldn't sit up under a pastor that would degrade me that way.
Me either. Mm-mm.
And I know I got a little bit of extra love handles.
I got a lot of extra love handles. So nobody don't have time for that. And then the next thing was common sense. They're not saying anything that we don't already know. Am I lying? We know when we putting up with some ish. We know when we know when we need to move on. We just don't.
This one dude said I don't know what his name is or where he is or who he is, but he said men ain't ish. And he said, yeah, it's true, men ain't ish.
Men ain't ish.
He said, but it's women's fault. I'm not. Of course, as soon as he said it, I turned my face up. And I was like, how is it women's fault that men ain't ish? He said, because women sleep with men who ain't ish.
I was telling my sister about a dude that I used to date years ago. And he came to me on Friday night after not recognizing me on Facebook. And then when I told him who I was, he was like, oh. Then he said, oh, you just need to be D'd up. No, I don't. And I proceeded to block him.
Block you.
Women, when we put up with crazy crap like that, no.
They feel like it's okay to treat all of us the way that some of us allow them to treat us.
And he wouldn't have did that had he not approached somebody else that way. And they found it okay.
For him to say some foolishness like that to them. We have people telling us that because of our situation, whatever our situation is, we need to settle for a man, any man who will want to be with us.
I used to like them tall, dark, and handsome. Now I just want one.
Right.
I used to want one tall, dark, and handsome. Now I just want one. No. We can't be like that. As women, we have to be able to say what we want, when we want it, and stand by that. And if you meet a guy who's like, you just saying too much or whatever, then he's not the guy for you. Because who's the saying? Because you telling to that guy that you want him.
First of all, it's not like I go around telling a whole bunch of people the type of man that I want. But on the off chance that I'm having a conversation with somebody that I trust, and I think that would lend me wise counsel, I will tell them exactly what I want. And most of the times, when I say the type of man that I want, I get, you're not going to get that. You're going to be single for the rest of your life.
I guess I will.
Not if the Lord say something different.
Oh, they asked you a dumb question like I told a guy today. I said, I want a manly man. So what's a manly man?
Manly men know. Manly men.
Dumb question. It's a dumb question.
A manly man knows whether or not he's a manly man.
That's ridiculous.
And you know,
it's just ridiculous. The things that, but just going back to, we know what we want. Men, when you watch this video, I don't need you to tell me what I need or what I want or what I'm doing wrong or how I look, what I need to do about my body. Walk down the street and see how many women who are out of shape or whatever is walking right there with the man. It's not true for everybody. Nothing is absolute. Stop generalizing stuff and making it seem like y'all know what y'all talking about, that y'all could tell a woman what she needed, what she want, how she should act in society.
When you're generalizing.
So no, don't do that.
That's exactly that's all you're doing is generalizing.
It's just not, nah.
It's not a good look.
And then when that guy has done something and now he's knocked off his pedestal, y'all got a whole bunch to say. And then we as women, we want to start saying stuff like, that's why I can't stand men. Men this and men that.
It ain't men.
It ain't men.
It ain't men.
Y'all allowed them to get to that point.
Because she and I are talking about generalizations, but we're generalizing. Why we talk about generalizations? Because not all men are like this.
Oh, no.
Not all men walk around telling women exactly.
But we're not talking about all men. We're talking about the men who actually, who are actually these gurus.
Right.
These relationships. That's the men we're talking. We're not talking about all men.
I just wanted to make it known that we wasn't talking about all men. You know, because y'all sitting up there talking about generalizations, but then y'all generalizing all men. No, that's not what we're doing. We're talking about those men who think they have the wherewithal to tell women who and what they need to be.
We talking about, like Melissa said, Kev on Stage wife, the predators.
And that's exactly what they are, predators. And they still preying on women.
And we allowing it.
And they'll have good women put them through hell because they go through hell.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. And then and we talked about it. The next one was why women don't write books about men. Why don't? Because a man ain't finna buy nothing. What? We put some Hennessy in it.
They're not about to buy no book, no self-help book.
Not from no woman, because they already think we
not when it comes to relationship, because most men already believe that they are God's gift.
I don't even think they'll buy a self-help book from a man.
Because they don't need nobody to tell them.
I gave the example
God's
earlier.
Gift, they already know it.
I gave the example earlier this morning. We was talking about if they are in a relationship already and they just want to work on the relationship because they're a man who's in it and want their relationship, I think then they'll do stuff like accept the 5 love languages. But if they're not in a relationship, they're not going to readily pick up the 5 love languages and say, I'm going to take this test
to see what my love language is so I can treat my woman right. No.
They're going to sit there and say what their love language is. I like this. And it's not one of the 5. It's not one of the 5.
My love language is
beers and
when my woman bring me my sandwich when I'm sitting in my recliner, scratching my balls.
Look, my love language is I don't like, because men love it, says I don't like no drama. And I always, that's a pet peeve of mine. You know why? Because I feel like men bring drama.
Whatever, life is drama. The Bible says days are long and full of trouble.
That is true.
Full of trouble.
But men will do stuff and expect a woman just to say, well, you do something like what Derek Jackson did and then just sit back and think we're not supposed to get upset? We're supposed to just take it and now we're drama? No, you brought drama. Now we just.
But I said I was sorry. They'll tell you that quick. I said I was sorry. Guess what? Sorry don't matter when I'm hurt. Sorry don't matter when I feel like trash because you done stepped out on me and I feel like I don't measure up to other women. Sorry don't matter when all these women are talking about me and looking at me and making judgments about me. Sorry don't matter when all of that is going on. The only thing that matters, sir, is changed behavior. That's the only thing that matters. So don't come to me with your sorry.
Or because I haven't gotten over it when you think I should have gotten over it.
Don't come to me with your sorry.
Like I said, just because you think I should be over it. My timeline on my hurt is not on yours.
And I could very well think that I've gotten over it. And then something triggers, something you say, something you do, something I remember, something I hear, a song plays, a commercial plays, and it triggers the feelings that I have whenever I felt what was going on between me and you. So now guess what? I'm in my feelings and I'm triggered. And guess who got to deal with it? You. Yeah, when you forgive people, you're supposed to forget, but that ain't how our brains work. Our brains don't forget. We remember that stuff. And it's hard to move on when you've been hurt. It's hard to move on when somebody has broken the trust in your relationship. It's hard to move on from that. And there are so many women that are out here saying, this is what I would do. This is what I would do. This is what I would do. Until you're in that situation, you don't know what you would do.
And guess what? And if your woman chooses to stay in a situation,
support her.
She ain't dumb for doing that. She's not wrong for doing that. She is doing that because that's what she wants to do. So,
she's totally aware of what her situation is, and she's like Tina Campbell, totally aware of what her situation is, and in her right mind, choose to stay and work on her marriage.
Exactly, because she made a commitment. There's nothing wrong with that.
There's nothing wrong with honoring your commitment. And I don't ever want to tell somebody that they need to leave their husband. What I will tell somebody,
Especially when I
though.
don't have one.
Okay. But what I will tell somebody, though, you seem broken. You need to go talk to somebody about that. And I'm sorry, I'm going to say this. And
She said, you seem broken. Then they be like, who you talking to?
you need to go talk to somebody about that. I don't, you know. But, and when I say you need to go talk to somebody, I'm not talking about the mother of your church. That ain't who I'm talking about. I'm talking about a licensed professional. There is absolutely nothing wrong with going taking care of your mind, body, and soul. Absolutely nothing at all. And while Mother Jenkins means well, she does not have the wherewithal or the knowledge, skills, and abilities to deal with all the stuff that you're going to be going through in counseling. You need to speak with a licensed
Mother Jenkins
professional.
done been through what she done put up with.
Okay?
So,
Because Mother Jenkins probably done been through some stuff, and Mother Jenkins probably know what your situation is, and Mother Jenkins can tell you how she dealt with it. But Mother Jenkins can't deal with all your issues.
So in conclusion,
I'm going to read what I wrote. There is nothing wrong with desiring marriage. Women should be able to voice what their heart's desire.
she came real hard. Is and just because we voice our desires.
And just because I'm sitting with a man and I'm talking to a man and I'm telling him what my desires are, doesn't mean I want to be with him. It doesn't mean I want to be with somebody.
Just because I'm telling you what I want, when I meet you and you say, hey, what is that you want? I want to be married. I want to be married. I don't want to be married to you.
I don't know you that
But
way.
it's nothing wrong with me saying to a man when I first meet him that I want to be married. Men, stop telling women we don't want, no. I'm a grown behind woman. If I want to be married, I want to be married. Y'all don't have no problem in telling us if y'all want some.
Okay? Y'all have absolutely no problem with that. Telling us we need the D when we don't.
Y'all, my neck been going on this video. Because it's true.
We don't need your D.
We don't need the D. No, thank you. You might want it. We don't need it.
But need ain't nothing in there. Ain't nowhere in there.
No. Anyway, that's just a quick thing. We didn't want to get into the situations of what's going on right now. And
Y'all know what's going on.
Because y'all know. Go look at their channel. You know what I'm saying? But we do want to say, we don't need for you to tell us what we need or what we don't need. I think you need to change your platform. But you're not. Because guess what? We still won't be out there following you. Because I really think they follow.
Some of us.
I still think they follow you. They follow because they think they just might get a chance with you. They think that you're a good looking man. I'm gonna comment and he gonna see my picture beside my comment and he gonna check me out and he gonna holler. I might be wrong about that, but I still believe that's what they do.
How about the church we went to where they had a young pastor and he wasn't married. All the women in the church was vying for that man.
Y'all.
And he said, and he found a woman that he wanted to marry in that church, and he announced that he was getting married.
Oh, that was hot.
They left the church in droves, y'all.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not going to that church no more. He marrying her.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not going to that church no more.
Mm-hmm. They did.
So women are out here making moves, calculated moves, trying to get with men too. But they don't want the D. They want your checkbook.
Y'all know what? This is a whole nother thing. I think we might should make a video about it, but I'm gonna say this real quick. Men, you know how they always tell us to keep our goods? Keep your goods. Keep your good. Every woman you get with does not deserve your good.
That's true too.
I'm not saying don't be a gentleman. I'm saying keep your goods. Because when she leaves or when she hurts you and now you are hurt and broken, you done gave her too much of your good. And then y'all come and then y'all
get cynical and y'all don't want to be good men no more. Because y'all got with the wrong woman who didn't respect you, who didn't recognize the king in you, and who didn't want to exalt you and be your helpmate.
It's true. Y'all, thank y'all so much for watching.
Y'all have a good evening.
And we will see y'all in the next one.
But wait.
What?
Because
You know, I did have a something from
but we doing a mukbang, so we can't go get
I
nothing.
can't touch nothing. It's crabby.
I wanted to make sure that I told y'all to like our videos.
Know what you was about to say.
Share our videos. And subscribe to our channel. Because like somebody said, it's free and it don't cost you nothing. And I would also like you to leave a comment if you've ever bought a self-help book from a self-proclaimed guru or a pastor who had every good intention for your life.
John Gray.
If you ever bought their book, or if you ever subscribed, not saying that you actually clicked on a link or you press the red button on somebody, but if you ever subscribed to somebody's way of thinking and then they fell from grace and your thoughts about them changed.
I would love to know what y'all feel about it. I mean, this is our thoughts and how we feel about it.
Yeah.
I still think they're predators. What you feel about it?
I want to know what you think, and I want you to leave a comment, and let's talk about it.
I didn't even eat a lobster. I did eat that lobster.
I'll eat the rest of this, because I'm not. But y'all have a wonderful, whatever time of the day it is you're watching this video.
And morning, and noon, at night.
And we will see you
Toodles.